Hey YouTube, so I'm back with another case review for the iPad Pro. I've had this one for quite some time, but I just haven't unboxed it yet, so this one was next up. This is for the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Mine is the 5th generation, but it also works with the 3rd and 4th generation iPad Pros in the 12.9 inch size. Nice. Okay, so this one is from Zagg. Hold it up so you can see. Really nice bright packaging. I really like that. If you saw my last review on the last case that I had for the iPad Pro, I've still been using it just in anticipation for opening this one, but it didn't quite hit all the marks, so I'm hoping that this one can do that. This is always a nice touch. So it has the magnetic open close box. Just really appreciate that. You know, I know it's not the box that I'll be using for my iPad, but any special touch like that just gets me every time. There are people like me who it does, and there are people who could care less. So I'm just one of those people. And obviously that's why I do unboxings, because I care about those things. I feel like generally the people who do not care about those things don't care about unboxings. Okay, so the inside, still very nice. Let's see if I can tell you guys. So it says Pro keys, special function keys, multi-device pairing, adjustable stand, magnetic closure, 7 color backlit keys. I do love the backlit keys. Long-lasting battery, and Type-C charging. Very cool. And then you have obviously the case over here. Again, this is the Pro keys. It's a wireless keyboard and detachable case for your iPad. Very nice. We'll just go ahead and take this out. Okay, so here we have the outer case. It feels like a nice, like a microfiber or suede material. It also kind of looks like a leather, has like kind of like a leather grain that I don't know that the camera's going to pick up, so just trust me on that one. We have our Zagg branding here. I believe I also see a space. Okay, there's the closure. So here's the actual keyboard. I haven't seen this shape of key really on another major brand keyboard, so I like that it's different in that regard. You can see like the roundness, the very rounded edges of these keys. And then we'll kind of do a side profile. That's not really going to show you, well, it kind of would show you how raised these keys are. So I'd call it moderate. Oh man, the interior of this case is very, very soft. Just very soft and sleek. So we'll put that to the side for a second. And then, as you can see, we have the back plate or the shell that will go around the iPad. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so kind of like a rubberized feel, but not heavy, if that makes sense. Then you have these like little rubberized grips here that will also protect. I bet that would even protect impact and also grip onto the iPad. You have your camera cutouts. Then you have reinforced corners here, and of course on all the corners. You have your button covers here, and then your bottom opening here. And finally in the package, there's a quick start guide, which I'm sure I'll be referencing, especially for functionality of the keys. And then just more, it looks like more paperwork here. Okay, very cool. Just making sure I did not leave anything behind. It doesn't look like I did. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the case on the iPad, or the iPad in the case. So I'm gonna be really careful with this. So it goes this way. Let's do the button side first. Make sure we have everything kind of lined up. I always have trouble with the install, but I don't mind that as long as the case isn't flimsy on the iPad once everything is put together. Because I'm not really going to be taking this off much. Okay. Yeah, I really like that reassuring click sound. The last case I had was very like rubbery and pulley on the sides, and that's just something that I don't appreciate in a case. I want it to feel like part of the device. And so now we have that back plate or case fully on the iPad. Obviously it's detachable like I said earlier, and so you can just use the iPad like this and go on about your day, which I will do sometimes because the iPad is really immersive. If you're holding it up like this, if you're looking at it, it's just in your face. It's beautiful. This display is just unmatched, and so using it like this is really appreciated. Cases that don't detach and are always like in a stand or adding extra bulk is something that I don't really look for. However, there are times that you need that, and that is what this is for. So let's go ahead and put this on and see what we think. And although this may be intuitive, let's see if I can like get it on the first try. So basically what I'm going to go for is just lining up the camera with this cutout over here. I'll try to do it on camera, which adds to my clumsiness factor by 100, but let's see. Maybe it'll just, yeah, okay. Hopefully this is it. Yep, magnetic will lock in place, I think. Yep. iPad's not coming out. I'm a little leery because I love my iPad. Okay, very cool. So the magnet is very strong. And then it's automatically just wanting to go into the multi-angle little preset cutouts here. Oh, and it's also like really strong. I'm not even holding, like barely with my thumb, and it's wanting to stay in place, which is amazing, especially compared to the last one that I had. So let's see if we can get this out of that setting and then go to the, yeah. So as you can see, let me take this one out, watch. Just clicks right into place, very solid. Love that. It looks like it had a little bit of charge on it, so you can see the backlit keys light up. I'll be using this for a little bit and letting you know what I think, but a couple more details just as far as first impressions go. Let's shut it and see what we think about that. So just close it like that, and then it has this little folding piece here, also magnetic. So here is the whole case installed. Outside view. One thing I did want to mention is if you open the flap, you have a place to store your iPad pencil. Also notice that the flap magnetically connected to the other side as well. Everything is just kept very clean. So if you want that exposed, that's fine. If not, you can cover up. Again, it feels really solid. Obviously, Zagg is a brand that's been around for a while. I've never had any problems with Zagg products, and this goes back all the way to the iPhone 3G. So just very solid. There was no hesitation for me in trying this brand again. This retails for $169, so let's call it $170. Compared to other keyboard type cases, especially for major brands, I think that that's a great deal if you're looking for productivity and just functionality, being able to go from simple iPad user to productivity machine. I think it's great so far. Of course, I'm going to use it for several days, and then I'll come back and throw the review up as well. So far, so good. So I will come back with this case, this keyboard combo, and let you know what I think. Again, this was the Zagg Pro Keys case for the iPad 12.9 inch, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th generation. This is a 5th gen, and so I also wanted to say that a lot of times when companies say that their 3rd and 4th gen cases are compatible, I have found that not to be necessarily true. I've already had to get rid of one of my older cases that just didn't absolutely line up correctly with the new iPad. So far, looking at this one, I can say that everything fits very well. Because, you know, there was a slight size difference in the new iPad as compared to the previous generations. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope you look forward to my full review of this product after I've tested it to give it a fair critique. Thanks for watching. If you have any other case ideas or cases that you're using and want me to review or want to let me know about, that would be great. Otherwise, I will see you guys in a week or so.